Hello everyone, it's Tracy. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks very much for joining me. Today I'm doing the assembly tutorial for the 3D backpack gift box. This project has been designed by Nicole Silhouette. Well, actually Ben Silhouette designed it, and I shall link Nicole's YouTube channel in the description box below. The 3D backpack gift box is available as a digital cutting file in Nicole's Etsy store, and it's also available as a cutting die set from Scrap Diva Designs, and I shall link both of those in the description box below. So we'll get started, and for today's tutorial I am using the digital cutting file. I have all my pieces cut out and I shall go through them with you now. So here are all the main construction pieces for the backpack, and we'll go through them. So this piece is the back, and you can see I have curved the top piece. The next piece is the front. Then we have the two side pieces, and they are identical. And you can see where I have gone ahead and put double-sided tape along the glue tabs as I'm indicating here. You'll also notice there are some score lines where I'm showing, and you'll just need to do those as valley folds as I'm showing here, and that will give the backpack a gusseted look. And you'll do that to both of the pieces as they are identical. The folds along the glue tabs as I'm showing here, they are all mountain folds, and the valley folds are the ones that I'm showing in the center there. They are valley folds. Then we'll move on to the next piece here, and that is the bottom of the backpack, and you can see where I've put the double-sided tape on the glue tabs. Then we have the pieces that make up the pocket that go on the front of the backpack. We have this piece here, and you can see where I've gone ahead and folded along all of the score lines and put double-sided tape on all of the glue tabs. And then this piece is the flap that goes over the top to make our pocket. And then the final two pieces are the handles that go on the back of the backpack. Next up I have the designer paper layers, and I've got them all here, and they are included in both the die set and the digital cutting file. The paper I'm using is this paper here. It's specialty paper. It's already pre-embossed, and I bought this quite some time ago, and I bought it from Officeworks in Australia, and it's the Christina Ree stationery line, and I'm just showing you there the label from the packaging in case you're interested in purchasing it. I'm not sure if it's still available. I have had this for quite some time, but you might be able to find some on eBay or somewhere like that. And I have it in white and pink. So they're all my decorative layers for the backpack. So we'll get started and we'll put this backpack together, and I have the main pieces here, the front, the back, the two sides and the bottom. And beginning with the bottom, I'm going to attach the front and the back to the longer sides, as you can see me doing here. So this is the back I'm putting into place, and I'm just attaching it to that glue tab on that bottom piece of the backpack. So I've done the back, now it's time to put the front in place like so, just taking care to line it up and be as precise as I can. Then the two side pieces will go on the shorter sides of the base of the backpack and go into position like so. Just taking care to line it up and be as precise as I can. Then I'll put the other side on, and you can see which is the side that goes on to the base of the backpack. Then I'm going to flip it all over, and now the inside of the backpack is facing up, and I'm going to join the sides together. And it's as simple as removing the backings off the glue tabs and joining the sides together as I'm doing here. Just taking care to line it up and be as precise as I can. And all four sides will go together in exactly the same way. So once I've got the first side in place, I'm going to make sure it's pressed down firmly with the burnishing tool, and then I'll work on the other side and just work my way around until all 4 sides are joined. Again, as I've said many times, taking care to be as precise as I can, lining it up, making sure it's nice and in place before pressing it down, and then giving it a good burnish from the other side. So that's the front attached to the 2 sides, and now I'm going to attach the back to the 2 sides in exactly the same way. And this backpack is not very hard to put together. As you can see me here, it's almost completely put together. So just attaching that first side for the back, making sure it's nicely in place. It was a little bit crooked there, so I just had to pull it apart and retry. Just pressing it firmly, making sure that that double-sided tape is getting a good stick. You can of course use glue if you like. And I'll just get this last side sealed up. Lining it up and pressing it into place. And then burnishing it. So you can see our backpack now is coming together. And you can see what the gusseted sides are doing. And there's a lot of room inside there to put some goodies. So I'm just making sure I'm happy with how that's all sitting. And the top will fold over like so. So the backpack is pretty well put together here now, and it's only now time to put the decorative panels in place. So I've got those here, and I've also put the pocket pieces up there to the top right of the screen. So I'm just going to go ahead here and glue my decorative panels in place because they need to be on before I can put the pocket in place and also the handles on the back. So I'm just working my way around gluing these decorative panels onto the backpack. With the die cutting set as well as the digital cutting file, all of the decorative panels are included. The nice thing about the cutting die set is the decorative layers have a stitched edge to them. The digital cutting file does not have stitched edge for the decorative layers. So I'm just working my way around here, sticking all of the decorative panels into place, and you could really decorate your backpack in any way that you like. This backpack gift box would make great party favour boxes for a children's birthday party. It can be decorated in so many different ways for all sorts of occasions. You're really only limited by your imagination. Of course, I've chosen to do mine in a clean and simple, elegant sort of style, but that's just my style. You of course can decorate your backpack in any way that you like. I tend to go for making my 3-dimensional paper projects look as realistic as I can possibly make them. So I've just skipped ahead here and I've put the rest of the decorative panels in place, and I've just got the handles here and I'm shaping those, and you could shape these any way that you like. And then you just affix them to the back of the backpack in any way that you want to. There's no hard and fast rules here. So I'm just lining that up, getting the positioning and just pressing that down with my bone folder to help the glue get a good stick. And you can stick these handles on the back of your backpack any way that you like. Just getting that second handle in place. Giving the top a little bit more curvature. And now we can put the pocket in place on the front of the backpack. So I'm going to remove the backings off these glue tabs of the pocket, and you can see I've got the decorative layer in place on the front. I'm just lining these corners up, sort of getting them to stick a little bit with the double-sided tape before putting it into place on the front of the backpack. And it goes in place just above that bottom score line of that smaller bottom section of the backpack. and I'm just going to stick that down into place and try and give it a bit of a burnish on the inside. My burnishing tool was a little bit too wide, so I'm going to use a metal ruler, which goes in a lot easier. Then I'm going to take this part here, which is the top opening flap of the pocket, put some glue on the back, and then feed that through into the inside of that pocket there so that it sticks to the front of the backpack. And just maneuvering it a little bit so that it's got a good stick and that it's in the right position so that that top flap folds down nicely. And this is where it's handy to use glue here, so you've got that wriggle room to maneuver things around. And I'm just making sure that that's getting a good stick against the front of the backpack. So that's our pocket on the front of the backpack. I'm just making sure that I'm happy with the placement and that the top is opening and closing properly, and that I'm happy with it. I will put a magnetic closure for the pocket and also for the lid of the backpack. You could also attach these handles with brads if you wanted, that's an option too, and I'm going to also put a magnetic closure there for the top of the backpack. The backpack itself measures 4 inches wide and it's 5.5 inches long from the top to the bottom, and it's 2.25 inches in depth. So it's a lovely little size for a gift box. If you have the digital cutting file, you can of course resize this backpack to any size that you like. You can see here that I've gone ahead and finished decorating my backpack. I've added a charm on the side, a bow on the front, and some nice pearl brads that I've removed the prongs from. I've also added this loop at the top, as a lot of backpacks have that loop, and I wanted to add to the authenticity of my backpack, and that's usually there to hang the backpack from and also to quickly pick it up. So I've added it to mine. You can see the charm here, I've put the letter M and the little key says I love you, and I might give this to my daughter. You can see I've added the magnetic closures both on the lid and the pocket of the backpack. So I'm going to give you a 360-degree view of the backpack now, and I love the way that this has turned out. Just giving you a look all the way around. It looks very realistic, I think. I also made one in pink, and that's coming up now. And that's the same paper that I used for the white one, but the paper was pink, bought from the same store. So that's my tutorial finished for today. I hope you've enjoyed watching and that you feel inspired to make one of these backpacks. Don't forget to check the description box down below for the links that I have previously mentioned. And if you'd like to subscribe to my YouTube channel, I would really love that too. Thanks very much for watching today. Have a great day, and until next time, it's bye for now.